All right, so we are here this evening on the third Monday of this month. It was a good day for us down here in St. Lucia. I trust it was at your neck of the hood as well. But what we are presenting here this evening is a wonderful business concept. And this evening you will hear us talking about, or you will hear myself talking about the LiveGood, the business concept. You will hear us talking about the awesome products that we have, and you will also hear about a compensation plan that is really exciting, maybe the best that is going around right now. Now, LiveGood is a very simple online business, easy to understand, easy to do. And what we hope, or what we aim to accomplish, or what we aim to fulfill, is to improve the health of the individuals who use our product. And at the same time, those who participate in the business, they will have an opportunity to eradicate poverty in a safe, legal, and legitimate way. So LiveGood is a company that was started in the United States. It was relaunched. This official Lib one that we are participating was launched on the 13th of December of last year. So we are just over 9 months old. But the remarkable thing is that within that 9 months, we have grown to a very large number. In fact, we at the present, just this week, we surpassed 700,000 members. Now, these are numbers that other companies who have been around for maybe sometimes 4 or 5 years have never touched. We're talking about less than a year, and we have 700,000 members already. And as we speak, as I'm speaking to you, persons are joining the company. Why are so many persons excited about LiveGood? Well, you will find out. Now, traditionally, we are accustomed to the bricks and mortar businesses, where there is a building somewhere on the corner of a street, and then you walk into the business, and then you get service. There's an interaction between the customer service, there's interaction between the sales rep, there is interaction with the manager, whether it's a bank, or a tailor or something of that. So we are accustomed to that kind of business. But today, of course, you would know that the internet have been around for some time, and persons are seizing the opportunity to make business online. And the advantage to having business online is it removes some of the overheads that we would ordinarily have from the traditional owning a building, or renting a building, a building, a space, putting in security, paying a tailor, or paying some cashier or something of that sort. All of these overheads that you would have, putting security lights, with burglar bars and all of these things. Well, you don't have to worry about that with the online business. Of course, there is the cyber security that you need to be mindful of, but otherwise, a lot of the overheads are removed because of online business. Now, why am I saying that? You see, LiveGood, an arm of LiveGood, is an online business, and it offers you an opportunity to own your own business online and partner with the mother company, so that you can make the products accessible to the individual who want to patronize your business. We'll talk about that shortly. But here's another thing you need to know. LiveGood is different from your traditional network marketing, the one that you probably have been accustomed to. All right, you see, in traditional network marketing, they have really good products most of the time, but most of the time their products are overpriced. And persons are excited about joining. They see the plan, they hear that individual present it, and they're all excited. But within 3 months, or even 2.5 months, they bow out of the company. Not because they do not think the company is viable, not because they don't think that the products are good, but because it is overpriced and they can't afford it, right? There is the other thing with most traditional network marketing company, where there is an auto ship, that you have to sell products for the company. They're saying that it's automatic every month. that package comes in your mail, and you have to try to dispose of these product by selling it. And so you pretty much harass a lot of persons, you know, who probably are hiding away from you because they don't want to buy this month. But you need to get the product moving in order for you to make a compensation. So you are literally on the phone and having basically another job going along in the evening or during the day, you know, and that is not very, very good, because sometimes you just need a rest, you need a break and everything of that. So you don't need this this harassment really, and so forth. So LiveGood has none of that. There is a monthly product sale required, as I indicated, and you have to have a certain amount of points in order for you to get any compensation. That we're talking about the traditional network marketing. But what LiveGood has done, it has removed all of these requirements, right? You do not need, your rank up is not based upon your volume. And so it is not those who start early, or not those, you know, who have all this big network. But as you do your part and you do it well and faithfully, you are actually going to rank up together with the big boys, right? And one of the things with the network marketing companies, every month, after you've sold all of the products, or you've tried hard that month, when you've done all your product, and you probably have amounted to 200 points. And so you think that you're going to get a good compensation, yes, but here's what, when the next month starts, a new shipment comes your way and you start back from zero. So all of what you did, whether you surpass the requirement, that goes to naught, because you only get compensated for 1 month when you have to start from zero and start selling products again. Well, LiveGood does have none of this. All right. And so that's why it is called the Great Disruptor, because it is changing how network marketing is happening. All right. So this company, LiveGood, we are committed to helping people. And how we bring you the most advanced nutritional supplement on the market. All right. How is it the most advanced? Because it's made from only the purest, highest quality, and it is result oriented. And that is a key word. It is result oriented. In other words, the products that have been formulated by the co-founder of LiveGood is designed to achieve results. It is not whether it will. It has been studied and put together for particular reasons. All right, particular illnesses and ailments and so forth, and you will see you'll see what we're talking about when I begin talking about the products. All right, the second thing, or the other thing we need to know about LiveGood is that although our products are on the cutting edge, although our products are of the highest quality, although our products are all organic and plant-based for the most part, it is offered to us at pretty much half, and sometimes 1/3, and even sometimes 1/4 of the price tag that other companies offer it. All right, and that's what sets out LiveGood from any other network marketing company that is out there. And that's why LiveGood is growing as it has been. It's growing so quickly that it has gotten to the title of the fastest growing MLL, that is multi-level marketing, MLM business in the world, not in America, in the world for 2023. All right. And I just give you the number. Our number is over 700,000 members in just 9 months. All right. Now, the mission of LiveGood says everything about what it's all about: to help people get healthy and stay healthy without having to spend a fortune to do it. To get people healthy and stay healthy without having to spend a fortune to do it. And the persons who have put this thing together is our leader, Ben Glinsky. Ben Glinsky, along with his friends, his good friend, Noda Kazan, the two of them together have almost 50 years of experience in network marketing. All right. They have been in this industry. They have owned their own businesses. They have made millions in there. But about 4 years ago, just before the COVID, well, they did not know COVID was going to strike, but Ben Glinsky literally walked away from network marketing. And the reason was that he got to the place where he saw that network marketing promised a lot, but was delivering very little. And the reason is, as we indicated, the high cost of the product is keeping a lot of persons away from benefiting from network marketing. All right. Persons who do not have the kind of network that others have, they hardly even break even. As a matter of fact, only 1% of persons in network marketing actually make a good living out of it. 5% may break even. That is 5 out of every 100 persons taking part in the traditional network marketing companies are not doing very well. Only 5 are doing somewhat okay, and the rest, the 95, are not doing very well. And so he just got frustrated with it because he knew that there's something else that they could have done. And being in the industry, owning the own business in the nutritional supplement, he didn't know about the cost to produce these products. And when they examine how it was being sold, because the company has to give compensation for its people, and so they use the sales of their product, and because of that, they have to make their overheads. They have to they have to make some profit. They have to pay their compensation plan is based upon that very same thing, and so they are overpricing the product. And I heard Norda said something. I said, if in the traditional network marketing, the product it's $100, remove 10, and he said, pretty much it only took $10 to produce this product. If they sell it for you for $300, remove 10, and what they actually spent was free. And he said, I am not talking about what I do not know. I have been in this industry for over 20 years. I know what I'm telling you. So the products that are overpriced, and it's because there's so much that is attached to the price that they have to put it at that price in order for it to pay the compensation. And so he walked away from it. But then COVID hit, and then the lockdown, then they saw so many persons die, and they recognized one of the central reasons why so many persons succumbed or even have fed very, very badly during the COVID was because of basal health. That is, persons' health status. The persons were not healthy prior to COVID, right? Chronic illnesses or just poor nutrition and so forth. And as the virus came and hit, we had no defense against it, pretty much. And a lot of persons succumbed, right? And then they said, there's something we can do. Network marketing has been around, and it has done very well. It has as I said, network. It has a lot of network into the networking with people, showing persons the good products and so forth. But because the price is so high, we need to come back. And if we're going to come back, we need to make products that people actually need, firstly, and at a price that they can afford. And that's what network LiveGood is all about. And so, along with themselves in the administrative and the network marketing side, they teamed up with the dynamic couple of Dr. Ryan Goodkin and his wife Lisa Goodkin. They are the ones in the nutritional aspect of this company. So we're talking about Dr. Ryan Goodkin has a PharmD. So his qualification is in developing medication, but he himself said, I have been in this thing for 15 years, working at one of the major hospitals in the States, right? But he underscored that we as pharmacists, and I say we because I am a pharmacist as well, we come in when the person has already contracted the disease. And then we try with medicine to control the disease or to manage the disease. Hardly do we even get a cure. And you recognize this is not really health. This might be extending your life, but it's not extending your health, because you are the subject of drugs. So ultimately, what he said was, it is better to be proactive, and we all know that. It's better to be proactive than to be reactive. So why not try to get in and prevent the disease instead of trying to correct it or heal it or control it after you have contracted the disease? And so he knew through his studies and through our studies that in order for it to get protection from germs and viruses and so forth, it starts with your food. It starts with your lifestyle, right? your exercise, water consumption, supplements, and so forth. Exercise, we said that, and your food, right? And so he decided to take his expertise and put it into supplements, nutritional supplements that would prevent disease, as opposed to drugs that try to, reduce, control, manage a condition that you already have contracted. His wife, Lisa, is the product education director at LiveGood, because that's what she does in real life, right? So LiveGood is a direct sales company, like most network marketing company, but unlike the rest, LiveGood is seeing an explosion in interest and growth. And that the reason, as we have said, is because, number one, because of the price of our product. Number two, because we are selling what the people need. Number three, we have developed we have taken from other companies that are doing very well, even at this time, and showing that the companies that are doing very well are those who have a membership concept, where persons partner with the company. They come in and they become a member with the company, and they monthly they pay a membership fee, but they get direct benefit from the company, right? And we have seen that these companies are growing. Who knows about, we all know about Amazon. How much Amazon have grown since or during the pandemic. Amazon started as a bookstore, right? Basically selling books online. But Jeff Bezos became the richest man in the world some time ago, through his company, Amazon, right? And they expanded from just selling books to selling pretty much everything that you want. You just make a search and you will get Amazon has it, right? And they were delivering the item, especially during the COVID when the borders were closed, the businesses were closed. Basically, they were able to deliver products to person on their doorstep, pretty much, right? And they made very well. But they do have a membership concept. Amazon Prime, $15, and you can get 5% discount on your purchases, right? The Costco's of America, right? The Walmarts and so forth, they are growing, while the traditional network marketing, the Herbalife, the USANA, the New Skin, are going down both in sales and in membership, all right? And so if we are going to start off a new business and coming back, it makes sense to adopt what is actually working. Right now, as a member of LiveGood, you can save up to 75% compared to on our products compared to the products from similar products from other network marketing companies. Now think about it. You've been in a network marketing company and you've been spending $100 for your multivitamins. It's the best multivitamin, they tell you. It's made with this, it has mushrooms, it has all of these things, wonderful products. No, we're not putting down the products and the quality of the products. But here you hear someone is telling you, your friend is telling you, I'm getting multivitamins with 26 multivitamins and minerals, maybe even more than the one that you have, right? But I'm getting it for $25. And then they ask you, how much are you buying your multivitamin? You say, but I'm getting mine for $100. What would you say? Are you kidding me? Well, I need to, you sure you're getting a good quality product? Oh, yes, it is. Here is the certificate of analysis. You can look at it for yourself. You can see what it contains. You can see how it is made. You have all the information. And I want to have a look at it because I want to see what product that, how on earth can you get a product for $25 as good as the one I have, but I'm getting for $100? Well, what do you think I will do? When I'm satisfied that this is a genuine product and it actually has even more than what I have. Well, the natural thing, any good thinking person would say, bye-bye, my old company. I've gotten something better. I'm getting the product that I can use for myself, that I can buy for my mom and my family members for $25, and you getting yours for $100. Well, I can buy 4 whilst you have one. So I have buy one for myself, one for my wife, one for my kids, and one for my mom. for the same $100. Well, what do you think anybody would do? They will quickly jump onto the place where they know they're getting quality for their money. And they're getting, it's affordable, So, and that's exactly what is happening. LiveGood is able, in many cases, to give you products for 1/3 of the cost that is out there, right? 1/4 of the cost that is out there. And persons are literally moving from their traditional network marketing, even from Amazon, where they can get cheaper stuff, but they don't know the quality. But they're coming to get something that is genuine, that is good, that have been tested and proven that it actually works, right? And not only that, LiveGood, beyond what I've just said in terms of the products and so forth, LiveGood is giving its members money or money back, right? Not just giving them discounts, but of course, that's a way of giving the money back, because a dollar saved is a dollar earned, right? But beyond that, it's actually giving you money that you can spend. You don't have to spend it with the company for that matter. You can spend it in wherever other needs that you have, right? So this is what have made LiveGood a cut above the rest, all right? Our products and our business plan, all right? Now, so we talked about good product, we talk about great products, and we also talk about LiveGood product, because what we are saying, we have the highest quality product. It is made from the purest, most healthy ingredients, and it results in life-changing life changes in our bodies that are unmatched anywhere. And because we are using world-class manufacturing facilities, we are using consistent ways of purest natural ingredients. We are using the cutting-edge technology, both in science and nutritional technology, and we are actually making products that are unmatched anyway at a fraction of the cost. So this is what LiveGood is all about. All right. Now, having said that, what are the products that I'm boasting about? Well, the product I'm boasting about is multivitamin, bioactive complete multivitamin for men and women. And when we talk about that, we are saying that this multivitamin is designed with you in mind. If you're male and if you're female, they have different products in here that are beneficial to the sex, to the genders. Also, our multivitamin is designed for immune and cardiovascular support. All right. And your immune system is key. You need to have good immune system to fight the germs, to fight the bacteria, to fight all of these microorganisms that are out there that are intent on taking you down, basically. All right. You need the other important organ in our body is our heart and our circulation, right? And blood needs to go all around the body in order for us to stay healthy, in order for us to stay alive. The life is in the blood. And so if you have multivitamin that actually supports and correct the deficiencies that you have with regards to cardiovascular health, then that's a good multivitamin to have. It also promotes healthy aging, all right? Now, studies show that 9 out of 10, 92% of Americans are deficient in one or more mineral or vitamin. That means most persons are not getting enough or everything their body needs from the food that they are consuming. And it's no different to us down here, right? For one, our food is not the same. Secondly, it's expensive. Everybody's complaining about the price tag in the supermarket. So the best products, you can't afford it, right? And thirdly, sometimes just the way that it's manufactured, the fertilizers that are used so much, the ingredients or the natural nutrients in the soil is depleted, because of poor agricultural practices and so forth. So we are not getting the good stuff that we used to get. And not only that, they seem to be spoiling really, really quickly, right? So you can tell that this is not the genuine organic stuff. And when you consume that, basically you are not getting the best nutrients that you want. And so supplementing on these nutrients is a vital thing in order for you to have your recommended daily dose every day. Our multivitamins is just $9.95 for an entire month, 60 capsules, and you get just that for just $10, right? As opposed to the others on the market that are very good as well, but look at the price is 4 times more or even 5 times more in this case. In this case, it's 3 times more. So you see that our products are actually much cheaper than you will get. Have you heard about vitamin D? Well, we all should have heard about vitamin D because everybody knows that you can get vitamin D from the sun. And that is the reason it's not very plenteous in the food that we eat, because the almighty design that we should get it from the sunlight, right? Through a process in our skin as ultraviolet shines into our body, onto our skin, and then the whole chain reaction starts. But the fact is, most of us are not spending enough time in the sun or getting enough sunlight on a daily basis. And so our vitamin D concentration is depleted. And vitamin D is the most important vitamin our body needs to maintain a healthy immune system. The most important vitamin. So if you are lacking in vitamin D, what happens to your immune system? It gets weakened, right? And so you are not able to combat the common flu. It's like everything that every time there is a virus in the air, you're picking it up. Why? Because you're lacking in vitamin D and maybe others as well, but principally vitamin D. But you say, but there is sun all over. And I do walk in the sun, but are you doing it enough? Or when you are outdoor, are you more into your vehicle? Are you when you're in an office space, you have an air condition on, right? You're not getting any direct sunlight. Even at home, you rush out of the sun into your house. When you're driving in the vehicle, you have your glasses tinted and it's all rolled up, and and you drive and the sun is all about, but you're not getting any direct sunlight onto your skin. So how are you going to produce vitamin D? Well, you can't. And because of that, your body is lacking in a very, very important vitamin that is essential for absorption of calcium and phosphorus from your food that you eat. So without vitamin D, you are not able to absorb the calcium and the phosphorus. So you can be consuming as much milk as you can. You can be drinking, as much food that have high calcium and so forth, because you heard that the doctor told you that you need more calcium in your body. Your bones are brittle and so forth. But you're consuming calcium, but not vitamin D. And because of that, the calcium that you're consuming gets through the mouth and back in the rear end and never gets absorbed into your body, because there's no vitamin D to enhance and to promote the absorption of the calcium into your bloodstream. All right. Ladies who are in postmenopausal, they are at risk for osteoporosis, right? The bones, the breaking up, basically because it's porous, and because of that, the hormonal change in their body, they can suffer from not only osteoporosis, but they can also have falls, and break their hips and so forth and so forth. So they're key in the class of persons who need vitamin D. It protects against infection, as we have said. Beyond that, vitamin D is essential for proper the function of the muscle, improve your balance, and decrease the likelihood of falling and suffering fractures, right? Vitamin D is also important for reduction in inflammation in your body, and the modulation of processes such as your cell growth and your neuromuscular and immune function. So vitamin D is very, very important, and when we lack it, we will have dire consequence with it or without it. So as we have said, it prevents inflammatory disease, it maintains a healthy heart, and it's also important for muscle strength and immune function. All right, so that's very important. What about we have another mineral called magnesium. Now, magnesium could have been put together with a multivitamins and mineral, but because it is so important, it is involved with over 300 biochemical reactions in your body every single day. So we sell vitamin ultra magnesium on its own, because it is just so important, right? It is important for your muscle, nerve, and energy support. So for your muscle to contract, magnesium has to be involved in the reactions that have to take place for that to happen, right? Your nerve, for your nerve to fire, for information to leave your brain or your spinal cord and gets to the rest of your body to tell it what to do. Magnesium is essential. If you having problem with your sleep, magnesium is important. As a matter of fact, you may never need a tranquilizer to put you to sleep, but if you take the ultra magnesium, it will make you sleep. All right, and that is minerals, not drug, a mineral correcting that problem that you have of not being able to sleep, right? So magnesium is very, very important. It is important for when you want to stay focused. As a matter, so when you don't have enough magnesium, you have had problems, you have sleeping difficulty, you're not able to manage stress properly, you lost bone density, even your exercise, I say it's important for the contraction of the muscles and so forth. So you are able to do exercise or your exercise performance is lacking because of, you just don't have the strength and the vitality. There's that lethargic kind of feeling that comes over you. Magnesium may be the culprit. It may be that you don't have enough. And the one that we particularly have is very important because not only is it is formulated with the best salt, so that you can get the highest availability of the mineral. All right, magnesium glycinate, it helps relieve anxiety, promotes bone strength, how we say, also promotes a healthy heart rhythm, right? So if you have that irregular heartbeat and so forth, remember magnesium is important. Maybe what is lacking. Manage blood sugar. So if you have diabetes, magnesium is a mineral you want to have, but not just any magnesium. Remember the one we're talking about, magnesium gluconate and magnesium glycinate. These are the two that are really, really important to get to the body, to get to the site that you need it, and to amplify and correct the deficiencies that you have. So this is it, and it's just $9, right, for the member, compared to the other magnesiums out there on the market, and you can see the price is 3 times less. We have a product in the company that is selling maybe the most, and right now they have this not short supply, super red. It just looks just the whole design of it and the fruits on the red fruits. You can see this is something that is good for heart and blood and circulation and everything of that sort, right? Well, that's exactly why it is needed. Cardiovascular health, circulation. It is good for brain and cognitive function. You see, when you have less oxygen going through your brain, less blood flow, blood carries the oxygen, you naturally get foggy and your processes, your mental processes is limited. Your ability to calculate and here is something that I've always found very, very interesting. And and it's obviously some persons either do not know or they have not given much thought to. When you went to school, especially in O-level, you have lunch, and the first period after lunch is a double mathematics. That is crazy. Whoever thought of that was not thinking. And that is the reason children are so slow during that class. They get nothing and they fall asleep in these classes, because immediately after lunch, that's the time that your brain is at its weakest, because a lot of the blood have moved from your circulation, have concentrated into your gut because you've just eaten, and they have concentrated there to take all the nutrients that you have and carry it around. That's why you feel sleepy after you eat. It's called we call it niggeritis. I don't know why they had to put nigger in this thing, but it has to do with blood. And if you have a subject where you need the brain to function, you need to stay alert, but then there's limited oxygen and blood flowing into your brain, where you won't learn anything. So anyone who's a teacher here, tell the principal, put this mathematics in the morning, not after lunch. It's not going to work, right? It's just not going to work. The science does not support it, all right? So if you learn something new tonight, it is because of that. We are Mathematics needs, you need physics, you need the brain to be thinking and concentrating and put it at a time when your brain is at its weakest. It's not going to work. All right. So this is something that puts us to correct. But here is we have super red. Of course, if the kids had super red, they'll be okay, but they don't have super red. So super red works to actually increase the nitric oxide in the body. And as it does so, it increases, it causes vasodilation. All right, now I've gone through some of these before. I may not go through the whole thing tonight, but just to let you know that when you are 20, in your 20s, your body produces a lot of nitric oxide. By the time when you get to 50, it produces half of the amount it produced when you were in the 20s. So that helps explain why most kids, most people at 20 do not have hypertension. But when you get to 40 and you get to 50, they have hypertension. They say they haven't really changed their diet and anything of that. So that your body is producing less nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is a vasodilator of the body. It is what that opens up the veins and opens up the arteries so that the blood can flow without any restriction. And so your pressure always stays low. But as it produces less, then naturally your body's pressure begins to go up, right? And so if you stop producing it altogether, even worse. But if you have a way of causing your body to produce more nitric oxide or providing the ingredients that it needs to make nitric oxide, then you're in good stead. That's when super red actually works. It actually causes the increase in nitric oxide in your body. All right, we don't have to go through that process. We have done that in the past, but maybe today, if you want the information, I could give you more. But ultimately, nitric oxide is synthesized in your body because of the ingredients that super red have and the antioxidants and so forth. And so there's an increase in nitric oxide, which through a process here, and that's literal pharmacy school. Basically, you don't have to learn all of that. Through that entire chain of events, it causes relaxation of the veins and the arteries and the circulation. And so there is, because of the relaxation, there is increased circulation, there is increased oxygen. And so your all of your organs are functioning well and your pressure goes all the way down. It's maintained down. All right. So if you have anything that increases your circulation, you're in good stead. That's what super red does. All right. Now, also, if you have a product, as we said, that increased circulation, it's not only good for your heart, but especially for men, it is good elsewhere. An organ that you know that requires a healthy amount of blood at certain times, right? So as long as you have the entire body working well and everything, nothing is impaired or obscured or whatever, then you shouldn't have any problem. And as a good friend of mine would say, you would be able to rise to the occasion and to perform well on these times. All right. But in time, another time when we have extra time, we could give you the actual science and show you how it actually works. But it is known, it is called the natural Viagra. It actually works. I use it. Other persons who have used it can say the same thing to you. All right. So you know the price, $18. Compared out there, $70 for Organifi's red juice. Super Beats are very good, but it sells for $40. Ours has super beats. It has a lot more in there, but it's only sold for $18. Now, a counterpart to the super red is the super green. And super green, when you think of the greens, you know these are the real life stuff, the really good stuff, right? So all the stuff that the kids don't like to eat, but you know it's very good. But here's what, you can't afford it because the price in the supermarket has gone up. You are not getting, maybe the farmers that you used to get from are not producing, or they can't produce because the government is not giving them enough subsidies to help them produce, and the cost of production has increased. They pass it on to you, and you just have to see it and leave it because you can't afford it. But what if you get a product that have all of these wonderful greens in one scoop, right? And you can literally use 1 scoop a day, mix it up with water, put it in your juice, put it in a smoothie, in your tea, wherever, and just drink this thing and get all the nutrients that you may be lacking because you're not able to get the natural greens. All right. Well, I'll tell you, this one is actually natural. It is organic. There is no preservative in there. It is USDA organic. It is non-GMO. It has no gluten, no soya. If you're allergic to caffeine, any of these things, it has none of that because it is, but yet it has aloe vera, it has moringa, it has matcha, it has spirulina. I mean, the real good stuff that some of these items, dandelion and so forth, these things, if you know, and you can have all of that, and you can all put it together and put all of these leaves in a cup and drink it, then so be it. Then, you know, you don't need super green. But what we are saying is that we have, Dr. Ryan Goodkin have made this thing with all the alfalfa, the wheatgrass. When we're talking about the greens, you're talking about something that will help you with your food digestion. It will help you, it will help your gut microbiome, right? It will help, and as your microbiome is healthy, they will help you produce and synthesize vitamins for you. It will help with your mental support and skin and everything of that sort. So another time we'll talk about all, but you probably would have known, you have heard of yogurt, dietary-free yogurt, and how it is good for a fungus called lactobacillus, right? And you know, the ladies, when you don't have lactobacillus, when you always getting a yeast infection and so forth, they ask you to go and eat yogurt. Why? Because of the lactobacillus. You've heard of probiotics and so forth. So all of these things are designed to feed your microbiome, which is the good bacteria on you, lives on your body, and have a symbiotic relationship with you. And without them, the bad boys come along and they infect, and they cause fungus infection and skin infection and bacterial infection, and the list goes on. So you need, with Super Green, you are both helping your alimentary canal, your digestion, you are helping your immunity, you know, and so forth, and you also feed in your microbiome, the gut microbiome, which is so essential. We have a complete plant-based, and this is good for everybody. Even if you're not vegan, but let me tell you, this is, when you have taken this for the day, you do not need the meats. You do not need any more animal flesh. Honestly, it's complete. It is complete plant-based. And it actually provides the protein that you need to rebuild your muscle, to restore your muscle and your joint, protein that you need to maintain lean muscle mass, lean muscles. And this is to build and to maintain. And this is so good that it actually helps you lose weight. But as you lose the weight, you're not losing, you know, sometimes persons lose weight, but then the skin gets stretched and so forth, and it looks saggy and so forth. No, the protein makes you, this protein makes you lose the weight, but the whole body gets firmer and tighter, muscular, more muscular and so forth. So it actually is very, very pleasant for the person, because they lose weight, but they lose it in a very, very nice way, as you would see, right? And begin to fit in the clothes that they couldn't before. It's also impregnated with 26 vitamins and minerals. So you know you're getting a complete, not just your protein, but your minerals, but your vitamins when you take a scoop of it. It is really, really nice. The smell is awesome. And my wife and myself fight for the bottle, you know? So in other words, we both use it, and in fact, I accused her the last time of taking from mine. And she said, why would I do that? I said, I don't know. It just might seem that it has less than I left it. I couldn't tell whether she had taken from it. She said she hadn't, so I had to take her word for it. But somehow I felt that somebody took some of mine. It just looked like it had less. All right, but that's how much it is. We love it at home. All right, so our complete protein is just $22 for the member, and the next best thing on the market is a $60 plant protein from Chuvani, and Total Vegan has this for $62. So you're actually saving. You're basically paying 1/3 of the cost with LiveGood. Essential amino, let me tell you, if you need to have, you're going to the gym, you're feeling a little sluggish, you need to have, you know, on afternoons when you feel that little fatigue, you feel a little, you know, groggy and so forth, you're not functioning well, here is something that would actually boost your stamina and promotes energy and focus in record time. Literally, it is, because it's already in the basal form of the protein, so it gets strictly absorbed into your system and gets to work right away. It supports muscle and strength, it boosts your stamina and your recovery, promotes energy and focus. Very, very nice stuff. I love it actually. It's a very good thing when especially on an afternoon when on afternoon, you know how you've been working all morning and you're feeling a little sluggish, you're not functioning well, you're forgetful and so forth. It actually gives you that boost again and get your energy ramp up again. No caffeine obviously is just essential amino acid. All right. So then we have factor 4. Factor 4 is the first and only inflammation management supplement that have been formulated with 4 of the world's most powerful anti-inflammatory ingredients. We're talking about fish oil, where you get your omega-3. We're talking about turmeric. We're talking about CoQ10 and garlic. Now, everybody knows about CoQ10 and garlic. Very good for inflammation. But now you're hearing of omega. You remember this thing that we use, the cod liver oil and so forth. Maybe we didn't like the taste back then, but it was good because of the omega-3, right? So it's good to control when you want to control or even reverse inflammation. Now, when we talk about inflammation, we are not only talking about joint pains, right? We are talking about most of the chronic inflammatory disease is the #1 cause of sickness and death in the world. As a matter of fact, 50% of all the death that we have, that some people who die, 50%, 50 out of every 100 person who die in the world is related to inflammation, right? We're talking about heart disease, stroke, cancer, diabetes, arthritis, kidney, and so all of this is inflammation in the that is what is causing it, right? And so if you have a product that takes care of that inflammation, guess what you're doing? You're reversing your inflammatory condition, right? And a lot of these conditions that they tell you cannot be cured. You have to be on medication for life. Well, you're taking a natural product, 4 natural products, combine 1 capsule, and it can actually give you that relief and also help in time to reverse the condition. I mean, everyone would go for that. The price is really, really good compared to our competitors out there. Look at this. We are saving over 68% in cost. There is a product called Healthy Organic Weight Management Coffee with Mushrooms. It sounds like a long name, but if you drink coffee, although they tell me it doesn't have much in it, but it is designed to support your healthy mood. That the mushroom does a lot of that. It has focus on mental clarity. The ginseng that's part of it. It helps with learning and memory and so forth. So you have something that actually is very good. Mental clarity, weight loss. It has the mushroom, but it also has a lot of the roughage that helps you feel. It fills you up and keeps you feel, and you do not have that appetite to consume food in between meals, or even to consume a lot of these products that we know that are not good. The fast food and the snacks and so forth, right? Yeah, so we are looking at CBD oil, and we say that our CBD oil is very, very good. In fact, it has 750 milligrams of CBD, pure CBD, and it is good for pain relief. It is good for arthritis. It has been shown to be good for depression, anxiety, and even post-traumatic stress disease. Some persons have nightmares at night, and especially adults, and it also is good for that. It has shown to be good in cancer, multiple sclerosis. It treats seizures, Parkinson's. So you can see it has a very, very broad range, and these are scientifically proven. And there's also the anecdotal stuff that person tell you is good for asthma, and it's good for for a whole heap of other stuff. This is still under investigation. It's still being tested, but it has been shown, in fact, so far to have over 100 uses, right? So the CBD is very good. We have both a CBD with the 750 milligram, and also we have the CBD with the double strength CBD with 1500 milligrams. All right, and the price is $26 for the member. Guess what? Now, we also have a CBD that is for our pets. So there's a lower concentration, 300 milligrams, have been designed for just your, your pet, your animal, and so forth, so that they would also be functioning well, and they will be also having good immunity. But when you compare our CBD with 750 milligrams of our CBD compared to 550 milligrams of green roots, ours is $18 and green roots is $90, a whopping $90. That's 5 times more than ours, which has more of the pure ingredients, 200 milligrams more of it than green roots. Young Living has a 500 milligram CBD, which is 1/3 of what ours have, and yet the price is $80. So you're talking about value for money. Come on, you can't beat the price of from LiveGood. We have for those who are really the athletes, those who are on the move all the time, who expend a lot of energy and so forth. We have E3 energy endurance and electrolyte. There's a new product that is coming along with that as well, a redesign of it, and it is coming along as well. And so these are for the athletes. And for if you really want your skin to look young and healthy, and you want to, you're going to do an interview, you're going to a meeting, you have to be on a Zoom, and you really want to see the bags and the wrinkles off, there is that product called Instant Youth. I actually have it. I wanted to see if it actually works, and you actually feel it. It works when you put it in on your skin within less than 2 minutes, right? It actually works. It has been around. They have other companies that have some, like Jeunesse Instant Ageless. You see that here, but for $52. And Branier has their own Beauty 60, same kind of compound, but ours is 15, and there's a 50 and 30. Right? We have another one for the skin called Ageless, and Ageless actually works well. And I love the science in Ageless because it's made up. It has or produces a type of protein that in our body that literally is used to make up our skin and our joints and muscles and so forth. It is collagen. So Ageless has collagen and also promotes the body or stimulates the body to produce collagen. It is made up of 12 nutrient-rich superfood, right? It's packed with natural antioxidants and causes natural regeneration of collagen. And because your collagen is being restored, then your skin, the looks of your skin is also restored as well. So you can literally not just slow down the aging process, but you begin to look young again with this product, and it actually works, and it's just for $15. We have even one that is even better still, or even more collagen. It's especially called collagen peptide, and this one literally causes a slowdown of your aging. It causes your skin to look younger. It is especially good for persons who have joint pain. After a while, the arthritis and thing begin to set in, and then you have these joint pains and so forth, your ligaments, your cartilages and so forth of your, what you don't see in the dermis area of your skin and so forth. So we're talking about a compound that actually helps you stay younger and actually bring back the structure and the strength to your joints and your mobility and so forth. So it's a very, very good product as well. All right. This is one of the newer products. We have CBD pain cream, very good for the pain that we talked about. And this one, when we talk about CBD, I don't want you to confuse CBD with THC. Yes, they both are from the hemp plant, but THC is what causes the addiction and the high. CBD is another type of cannabinoid that has absolutely no THC in there. In fact, the bottle itself says it. And let me just point out to you, it says no THC in this product, no psychoactive effect. So you can be sure when you take this product, you are not getting, it says here again, THC free. And you can see a little sign of a marijuana on there. So it is a compound from the marijuana plant, but it's not what causes the high and causes, the addiction and so forth. So it's a different type of cannabinoid. And it's here. We have some newer product called Energy and Focus, and sleep, and one for sleeping. All of these are natural products, natural fruits and vegetables and so forth that are used and put in a pack so that it's a patch that you put on your skin, and you get an effect that lasts for 8 hours, you know, both if you need energy for the day, or if you want in the night, you need to have a deep restful sleep, and so forth. You will get that 8 hour of really, really good rest. The newest product is something called methylene blue. Now, I won't talk about much of it, but I could tell you it's something that you probably have never heard about. I have not heard about it myself, but it has been around for over, I think, 300 years. Persons have been using it, but it's like persons who discover it have not said anything much about it, but it is so good for brain function. It enhances your memory, right? And improves your focus and cognition and so forth. So it is a new, very, very new product. It was just launched, I think, last week or less than a week now. And it is just a demand supply. You use it every other day. It's a strip that you put on your tongue, and it just melts onto your tongue, and it actually does the work. But one thing, it causes your mouth for a while to look blue. And that's why it's called methylene blue. All right. Anti-aging, but also help with your memory, especially as you get older, you naturally beginning to lose the mental processes and so forth. So that's a good thing, especially if you're still doing your studies and so forth, and you have to undertake stuff that actually put a lot of pressure on your mental capacity, on your brain and so forth. That's a good product to have to help you. So what about the everything pack? If you want everything that we have, then you can get it for $320 as a member. If you're retail, if you're not a member, but you just want to be part of or you're not a part of LiveGood, but you want to buy it, you'll pay some more for it. You see, it's $469, but that's still reasonable. That's for everything in the company, one of everything, and you will get that. If you want the everything pack without the CBD, because in some countries we are not able to, because of the laws of our state, they have not legalized the CBD and so forth, and so you can't. So there is a pack, everything pack without the CBD products, and you can get this one for $230, right? There are also some other new packs that they have, like the essential pack. And the essential pack contains the vitamin, the multivitamin, the D3, and the ultra magnesium, and you can get all of these free for only $27.40. If you want the lean body pack, so you want to lose the weight and so forth, these are what there is a combination that they have put together, and for a meager $90 for these. You have 2 plant-based protein, you have your multivitamins for men or women, you have your essential amino that I talked about, the magnesium, the D3, and if you want to add your coffee, it's an additional $15, but you can do that on your own. But and so forth. So you have if you want to lean body pack, you want this, and they put the coffee separate because not everybody use caffeine. So if you want to add it, you add it. If you don't need it, then you get it for that price that you see up here. There's also the ultimate wellness pack, where there is, and these are, if you want to buy them separately, it will be more, but if you buy them as that combination of there, then you will be able to get some discount on it. If you're lacking energy and you need to be going throughout the day, and then you have your super red, your super green, your essential aminos, and of course there is a coffee if you want to add this as well. So there are various ways that you can buy. You can buy the individual product, or you can buy the combination. All right. So you notice throughout the lecture I've been talking about the price. The price of the product, because the price of the product is different from the member as opposed to the non-member. All right. How do you become a member? I guess you would be asking. Well, you become a member by getting a link from somebody who is part of LiveGood, right? You need to get a link because it's a network, and as someone gets the link and they share the business with you, you join using that link. And when you yourself join, you have your own link that you can share with other persons that you want to add to your business. And you have to pay a one-time $40 you pay. Only, you don't have to pay this anymore, just a one time. And the only thing that you pay to maintain your membership, remember, we're using a membership model. just like Amazon, just like Costco, you know, Sam's Club and all of these things in America. These are the ones that are doing very, very well, because as persons join, the Netflix have membership, you know, as persons join, they actually get discount on their product. But with LiveGood, we are not only giving discounts. I showed you all the discounts on the product, but we are also giving money back. So as an affiliate paying the $40, you become not just a member, but an affiliate member. That is, you are entitled for LiveGood to share its spoils with you, share its profits with you. And there are 7 different compensation plans that they have put together. All right. So you become a member of LiveGood by paying 40 affiliate, $9.95, a total of $49.95. So you can round that to $50. And then you are fully fledged member. Your first month is covered. The next month, all you need to pay for the next month is a membership of just $9.95 per month. All right. Now, of course, some persons who think beyond and think big, they are not just thinking of now, they're thinking of, why not I just take a year plan? And the year plan is $20 less. In other words, you pay for 10 months, but you get a 12-month coverage. So it's more profitable with the year plan, and at least you're covered for a whole year, a whole 12 months. All right. Now with this, also you are given your own website. All right. And in that website is basically your online ledger with all of any transaction that takes place in your business. You will see it here. You will see even the products that you order, what was the cost and everything. You could do your order right there from the shop. You could see your team, as your team is building, those above you, those below you, at least the person that enrolled you, and those below you can see how your team is building. There is a statistics column that actually shows you what if anybody came to visit your website, you know, and how many hits did you get, and so forth. So all of that information is there. Your online wallet is in there as well, so that when you get paid, they send the money to you, and then you could take it out as you set up your order. Your means of doing so will show you that. There is a Powerline landing page that is basically the link that you receive to advertise your business. There's a 5-minute official business video that basically gives a roundup of what the company is about. This is what you send. You don't have to be doing much of the talking at all. You just send the link. You say, I have this business that I'm a part of, and it's really exciting. I want you to have a look at it and tell me what you think. You know, person will watch the 5-minute video and they respond to you. But if they didn't, you follow up and say, oh, what do you think about it? Oh, wow. The person says, that's interesting. Well, I don't understand it fully. But it gives you an opportunity to explain or to get them to see a video, recording, or even a live Zoom, right? So that is it. You all remember when you press on this and then you begin to watch your video, it's 5 minutes, 5.5 minutes long. At the end tells you to reserve your position. The reserving of the position is important because as you sign up your name and your first assignment and then your email, just that, it will send information to your email, the email that you provide, and tell you how you can go ahead and activate your position. It also tells you what position you are in, and how, if there are persons who are on your same leg that sign up after you, it encourages you to sign in so that you can get a higher position because you reserve your position before the individual. But of course, if you did not activate your position and the cutoff for the week comes, which is on the first day, then the person will take the position that probably you could have been in. But it gives you information on that, so it tells you where you are in terms of, you know, of getting into the matrix. There is also a retail site, and when we talked earlier on about owning your own business online, that retail site is written in your name. It tells you that this is your business. Basically, you're doing it in partnership with LiveGood, the company. So you are an official retail, affiliate of LiveGood, and you can actually sell products on their behalf. You can advertise your product on any of your social handles, social media handles, whether it is WhatsApp, whether it is, Facebook, or wherever that you have, advertise in the company's name. They have given you authority to do so. You can make your own business cards, you could make your own flyers, whatever you want to do. The company have given you the official privilege to do that. And so there's no copyright here. You are actually selling on behalf of the company. It's like the company in the island or the community that you live. You are that satellite company. It makes all the products available so the person can get onto your website. You provide them with that link. You get onto your website. They choose whichever product they want. They put it into their card. And they pay for it with their credit card. You may never even know that was taken. You may be sleeping at the time, but somebody online has seen your link and is buying product. Well, here's what the company does. When you buy the product, when products are sold from your website, you get compensated for it. All right. So let's get into the compensation plan. So there are 7 compensation plans. Not everyone qualifies for all 7, but as you rank up, you begin to get some. You get some more privileges. But the very first thing that everyone can do is what is called a weekly quick start bonus. The weekly quick start bonus basically says, if I share this information, share my link, share the business with someone who's interested in joining. So the person said, wow, that's nice. These products are, I really want to check this thing out to see, and so forth. I think it's going to work. I hear what you're saying. I want it for myself. I have diabetes. I have high blood pressure. I have arthritis. I have kidney problem. And I want these natural products to get off so much of that pressure tablet that I'm taking. Well, the person joins the company. Remember, the joining fee is $50, $49.95. So the person have joined in and brought in $50 into the company. Well, here's what the company does. When it receives the $50, it now goes at the end of the week, which is on the Thursday night, when it's about to reconcile and to pay up, it goes into its account and recognize that this individual came in the company as a direct from you. In other words, you are the person's upline. You are the person's enroller because they use your link to join. So the company now says, as for bringing $50 into the company, we are going to keep 50% of it, and we are going to give back 50% to the person that brought you in. So if I brought in 2 persons into the company for that week, I would have gotten 50% from both. 50% of 50 is 25. So you see it says here $25 in the far right. So every person I brought in personally, I will get $25. If I bring in 10 persons for the week or for the month, I would have made $250 US. But remember, I came into the company with $50. And now by bringing 2 persons, I make back the $50. If I bring a 3rd person, or have 4 or 5, or I'm really excited, and I begin to share this thing around and start having persons who really want to sign up and be part of the business, well, every person I bring in, the company gives me $25. So that's not bad, right? For your investment. You can literally break even by just bringing 2 persons into the company. And we ask persons, think of bringing not just 2, because you want to make, okay, I've broken even, I've paid for what I put in, but where can I make a little profit? Well, I make a profit by bringing the 3rd person, all right? And when I do that, I would have made a $25 extra profit. But you don't want to stop there. Why? If you can get persons, you're a go-getter, you tell persons about the wonderful products in LiveGood, then there's no reason to stop at 3. You can stop at, there's no ceiling as to where you can stop. The highest one has over 1,000 persons, in the business so far. But here's what: as you bring in 2 persons, you rank up. Remember, I said that earlier on. Unlike network marketing, where you rank up by volume, we rank up by the individuals that we bring in. So if you sign up 2 persons into the company, then you become a branch. And as a branch, you open another. You become you open what is called generational weekly commission. That is, you brought in 1 person. Let's use a name. You brought in Marva into the company, but Marva brings in Dennis. So Marva is the direct enroller of Dennis, but Dennis is like your second generation, right? So the company says not only if you have gotten your $25 from the person that you bring, but you'll get 10% from Dennis as well. Marva will get the 50 because that's a direct, but you are the second generation because Marva brings in that person. And let's say Dennis now brings in the third person or bring in his first person. Well, and you, if you're silver, you can actually tap into that, go 4 generations and get something out of that $50 that you brought into the company. So at the end of the month, as your team begins to grow and you begin to rank up, you are actually able to get more money every month. And they give you a breakdown as to where it came from, but you may not have met the person who brought it because they belong to somebody else who, some distance below you. But still, the company still reward you for firstly, for sharing the idea. That's how the company grew, by word of mouth. Persons are sharing the idea with others, and the company is growing so quickly that in 9 months, we have surpassed 700,000 people. 700,000. That's 4 times the population of my country, right? In just 9 months. So you can imagine that if so much parents were making kids and they could produce 700,000 kids in the 9 months. Wow, that would be a lot of persons, right? The government would have to put a stop to that because they won't have space to keep these people and to even feed them. But the company LiveGood is making it possible and so forth. There's another way that the company pays. It's called the matrix monthly commission. So when you come into the company, you are given basically 2 slots, the one on the right and one on the left. So as you get your first 2 persons, one falls on the right and one falls on the left. Now remember, I said you can get a third and a fourth and a fifth and 10, 1,000 if you're somebody who have a lot of contacts, who are excited about the business, you want to share this business. First of all, don't forget you're making $25 on every person that comes in. But beyond that, the company allows you to fill in the spots below you. So the first 2 positions is filled, but you have a third person. So it fills up one of the spots for the person that you brought in. And if you have a 4th person, it fills up the one spot for that person. Now notice what it does. It does not put both of the individual on the one person. It puts one here and one here. And if you have more, it fills up the second, it fills up the third, right? If you still have more, now it might be you working or it might be him beginning to work. And he's also going to help his team. So his position was filled by you. Now he's adding gets filled up on these that he's adding. In other words, we are helping each other as a team. It's not just your work. It is a collective. All of us working actually helps each other, right? So we are talking about a team, not just an individual, because ultimately you're the CEO of that team. Right up here, you're the manager, and here is your team as it grows under you, and it is filling up, and your matrix is filling up. All right. So here is a chart that shows you how the matrix actually fill. Now, for the company pays 2.5% of that $10 that you made that you brought in for the month, because everybody as a member brings in that $9.95. So 2.5% of $9.95 is actually 25 cents, right? It's just 25 cents. But you might say 25 cents. Yes, 25 cents. But it actually rises up as your team begins to build. You make these every month, right? And as it begins to build a little further. Now LiveGood is not an overnight thing. Okay, wow, it's a quick reach. I'm going to get rich really quickly. No, you got to work. But as your team begins to work and your team begins to fill, and you begin to say about you will be getting these as residual. In other words, every month you will be getting, no matter where your team is in terms of its size and so forth. So 25 cents may not seem much, but if you have 1,000 persons in your team, then 25 cents guarantees you at least $250 every month. That's US dollars, right? And as these 1,000 begin to work, if each one of them add one, then you're talking about 2,446 at least. And now your earning is actually double every month. These are residual income that you can have every month because you did the groundwork at the beginning, right? And then, of course, you support those who are under you and give them information and so forth as much as you can. So this is actually a second way that you can earn money. There's a matching bonus as well. So the company beyond that says, not only do you get money in your matrix, but there's a second way of getting money in the matrix. You would get the 2.5% from the people that's in your matrix, everybody in your matrix. But out of these individuals, those that you brought in personally, so if you have 3 or 4 persons you brought in, if they are making $100 in the matrix, the company is going to give you $50, half of what they're making, because you are the one who brought them in. The company is recognizing your effort in bringing them into the company and saying, we will, from the income that we're receiving, give you part of the spoil on a monthly basis, right? Monthly. So this is how it works, all right? So you get 50% of it. Now, if you are silver, then you get 60%, and if you're gold, you get 65% and so forth. But not only that, you also it allows you to go to second and third and fourth generation. So that, it's not difficult to explain, but all the details are not altogether necessary at the beginning, just to know that at least if the person that you bring in makes $100, the company gives you $50. Now think about you bringing 10 persons. Let's say you brought in 10 persons and each of them made $100 for that matter. So remember, each of them made $100 in the matrix. The company gives you 50% on each one of these 10. So in other words, while they made 100, you're going to make 50. And each one of them making 100 means each one of yours makes 50. So you're talking about 10 by 50, that's 500. So while they made $100 individually, you would have made, because you were the one who brought them in and you expanded the business on behalf of LiveGood, they will be paying you 10 by 50, which is $500. That's additional payments, right? In other words, on your monthly basis. So then we go to another way that they pay you is the retail. Remember I said that you have a store, and in that store that you have all of LiveGood's product. All what I have spoken to you tonight about, you will find that in your back store. But it will be priced as a retail, because these individuals who comes to buy from that store are not members of LiveGood, but they just see the product, they've heard about it, and they want the product. Well, LiveGood say you can get it, but you will not get it at a discounted price because you don't pay a monthly subscription, and you have not paid your $40 to be part of LiveGood. So we can give it to you, but at retail. And that makes sense, because if you put in the effort and put in the work, then you're entitled to get some discount, right? But the person who haven't put in the effort and the work, then they get it at the market price. So if, for example, we use a product, and I want to use that product, Super Red. So as a member, the price of Super Red is $18. As a retail, the price of Super Red is $30. That's $29.95. So the difference between $18 and $30 for that matter is $12. So LiveGood, if it sold that product for someone who's not a member of LiveGood, would have paid $30. But the difference between the member and the non-member is $12. So LiveGood made a profit of $12. So here's what LiveGood says. With that $12 that we made, that's product that was sold from your website on behalf of LiveGood, we will keep 50% and we will give you 50%. That's nice. So in that case, the $12 that LiveGood received in profit, they will keep 6 and they will give you 6. Now, supposing the person didn't only buy Super Red, but they bought the Super Green, they bought the Factor 4, they bought, the one for the skin, the ageless, they bought so many things, because what they've noticed is that when persons come to buy, they actually not just buy one item, they buy several. And it's increasing the amount that the persons purchase. So because the products are really, really good. All right. So, but in that case, as the person buys from you, every transaction is recorded in the LiveGood database, and at the end of the month, when they make their reconciliation, they pay you all the commission that comes to you. This one is not a weekly, but this one is on a monthly basis. All right, and all of that tells you the deeper you are in terms of your ranking, the more retail commission you can get. All right, up to the point where a diamond would get 80% of the retail of the profit, and the company only keeps 20%. Right? So it starts at 50-50, but as you rank up, you get 60. As you rank up, you get 70% of the profit, and the company gets 30%. As a goal, you get 75%. The company now only gets 25%. That is how they have designed, because they want to share the spoil with the people who actually help them grow. The influencer bonus says that if you have a business, or some months in the year that you're able to make a massive sale for the company, right? Online, or or maybe you have it in a food, in a health store, maybe you have it in a pharmacy where persons can come and buy, and you make it, and you enable LiveGood to make $5,000 in sale. LiveGood says, listen to me, that's a wonderful thing that you did for the month. In addition to your 50% that you're entitled to, we will add another 20%. So in other words, you will end up getting 70% of all the profit, and LiveGood only keeps 30%. But if you are that kind of person that have contacts and have individuals saying, this product is so good, I want to buy it for my entire staff, well, and you made a sale of $25,000 for LiveGood, well, they give you a bonus of 40% of the profit. So in other words, you get the entire 90% of all the profit on that product. And the same thing goes for the 50, but in that case, if it's a $50,000 sales for the month, then you end up getting all of the profits. Company is additional 50% to what you already had, which makes it 100%. In other words, the company keeps nothing for that month. For the person that made all of that sales for them, they keep nothing. They share all the profit back with the person. All right, so when we talk about a compensation plan that is so different and so remarkable, this is it. We have good product, and we have an awesome compensation plan. Everybody wants to be a diamond, because as a diamond, you become a shareholder of the company. And ultimately, the company shares its profit with you. 2% of is divided of all the company's sale for that month. So if the company's sale was $100,000, 2% of that would be $2,000. So they put this $2,000 into a pool called the diamond pool bonus. And everybody who's a diamond share equally what is in the pool for that month. All right. Now this is really where the money goes, and the money comes. If you get there, of course you get there before that. You don't have, all along the way you are making money. But everybody's aspiring to become a diamond, because when you get there, you talk with the big boys, right? That's where you are making, because the first individual who became a diamond, he took the 2% that he had nobody to share it with, because he was the only diamond for that month, where he took all the 2% of all the sales for that month, and it amounted to $25,000 US. By the second month, two other persons had become diamonds, so there were 3 diamonds. And so the company now had to put that same diamond pool bonus into that pool and share it with the 3 individual who became diamond. So you'd say, okay, the first time he got 25, then 25 have to be divided by 3, because now there are 3 of them. No, that's not the case. As a matter of fact, what happened for that month, the company had grown so much and had so much sale that the 2% no longer was $25,000, but it represented $69,000. Now, 69 divided by 3 means that each one of them got $23,000. So as a company grows, the compensation that is based upon percentage also grows with it. And so even there is a fifth one called the crown diamond, and there are 2 persons who have become crown diamonds in the company. So you can actually not only benefit from the products, but you can actually, if you become an affiliate, you can actually get money back from the company that it redistributes among the people that are working in the company. All right. So this is the way that you can actually benefit from LiveGood. And even if you don't think that you need the product, but your mom might need it, your auntie. And here's a good thing that you can do for them. Instead of giving them something that they already have for their gift of a birthday, or just in recognition, just, you know, appreciation, Mother's Day or whatever, get some good LiveGood products for them and say, this is my gift. Trust me, when the person use it, they will ask you, where did you get it? How could I get more? That's how LiveGood products have been going. That's why persons are coming back to buy, even if the company does not require you to buy. Right? It does not, that's not a requirement for the money. But you do it on your own volition, right? And persons are doing it so much that the company is running out of products and have to restock every other week, it seems, right? So this is the kind of stuff that we are promoting here in LiveGood. Real product with real outcomes, right? And the company furthermore have a money back guarantee on products, not on appliances, on products. They are so confident that the product is not, they know that the product is good, of how it was, where it was made, how it was manufactured, but they are so confident that the people who use it will actually benefit the same way that they say that the drug will work, or the medication will work. They are so confident of that, they have a 3-month money back empty bottle guarantee. In other words, if you use the product and you are not satisfied with the outcomes of the product, you can send back the empty bottle, not the filled bottle, the empty bottle. After you use all the product, you can send back the empty bottle back to LiveGood and say, I am not satisfied with that Super Red. You said it was going to do this, and I didn't see any of that. I want my money back. Super Red, LiveGood gives you all your money back, no questions asked. To date, 9 months into the company, they've only had one person who sent one item back and said he was not pleased. Out of the 700,000 that are part of the company, and the many more who are just buying, not as member, but as retail, no one is sending products back. No one is sending empty bottle back. You know why? The products work. They are not just empty promises. The products actually work and get results. And people are not even wasting their time sending empty bottle back because they're being truthful. This product worked. I saw the benefit. There's no need for me to be scamming the company and say it did not work. So they're not even taking up that offer. Right? Now, how do you get your money when you are part of the affiliate plan? You can, if you're American, you have American bank account in one of these American companies, Chase Morgan, you know, these big American companies, you can actually get a direct deposit into your account. But for us who are in the international market, who don't have American citizenship or maybe have American bank, then you can get paid through the e-wallet. When you get paid for your e-wallet, it's like an online wallet that is in your back office. So every month when they're paid, or every week when they're paid, it goes into there digitally, of course, and you see your figure is rising. So if you sign up somebody for that week, at the end of the week, you will see an additional $25 into your account. And with that, you can use the iPayout to actually transfer that into your account. You can use it to upload it onto a prepaid card, a prepaid debit card, right? So in other words, the money is loaded onto your card, and you can use your card. It's a MasterCard. I'll show you in the next slide, that you can use to do any online shopping, to do point of sale. You swipe it into, just like you would use your normal Visa card, debit card, or credit card. You have money here, you can pay for your restaurant bill, you know, using your card. You can pay to bring your products. So when you go to get your product from whichever courier that brought it into Jamaica, brought it into St. Lucia, brought it into the Bahamas or wherever, you can use your card to pay for it, right? Because you got money from LiveGood, right? So your card becomes really, really essential to use. And there's another way that you can get paid is through cryptocurrency, and that is through BitPay. And there is ways that they can pay you, whether for Bitcoin or Ethereum or Litecoin or whatever. If you're into the crypto market, you will know about it. And so you can ask that you get paid in Bitcoin. and then they will send that money to you. All right. So, or you could just keep the money on your account. So when you have to pay your month, you just use the money that you already have there. When you have to make an order for your product, instead of using your credit card, you use the money that you have been paid from LiveGood to make your next purchase. You know, whatever way you want to use your money, you use it, right? But it's yours, and you can decide what you want to do with it. Now, after hearing this lecture, you have options. You could say, I want to sit up and wait and watch. Or you could say, this thing is too good to be true. You know, I want to be on board. Well, when I saw the 5-minute video, I was convinced. I did not need any more detail. I knew it was good. I read up that same morning. I went into the back office. I read up on the products and so forth. I said, I'm coming in. Within the week, I did not let the first day pass me. I got myself signed up. I was on board, right? When you hear good things, you don't have to wait. I understand you want to check it and so forth, do your little due diligence, yes. But for how long you need to wait? And sitting and watching on the sideline does not get you into the company. It just keeps you from being successful. And whereas you're sitting down and watching, other persons are taking the spot that you otherwise would have gotten. And as they begin to build, you would have gotten the spillover, right? Or you would have gotten the compensation in the matrix because they fall under you. But now because you sat down on the sideline, you didn't get anything, right? So listen to me. There are things in life that you need to listen, watch, and say, I want to be part of it. Because the sooner I come in, the better I position myself. When the next 700,000 would come on board, I want to be up there so that at least some of them will be in my team. The next 1,000 that will come through that 700,000, I would have 1,000 in there because my team have come on board and they build in, and I'm getting a residual income every single month. Listen to me, we have worked hard, and I'm not sure how the ages of the people on there, but you all know that you have worked hard, but I hope everybody have. And you want in your retirement or when you begin to slow down, the body that does not have the strength, that you have something that is legitimate where you can actually be making residual income. Not only that, even today, most of us cannot survive on the one salary that we're doing. The price of commodity has gone up so much, right? The gas price and this tax and everything, and everybody's taking money away from you and you're not getting any more. Well, these are good ways of having a residual income in a legitimate, legal way, making some money extra without having to expend your time and your effort, you know, that you're given to your 94. And there are some persons who can actually retire, right? And those who are in retirement can actually do it. And you know, yes, you have to put some effort, but it's really contacting people, encouraging people, you know, and so forth, sharing your link. It's not like you have to carry products, you have to buy products and bring it, but the people can do that themselves. All you want to do is just position yourself and give the information and motivate your people to continue to work, and you will see success. So as with any business, each individual success is very dependent on the individual capacity, his business experience, and his dedication and motivation. There is no guarantee concerning the success that you may experience for LiveGood. However, what we can say is that results will vary and are based on one's performance and work. And that makes sense. If you work well, you will get results. If you do not, if you just sit down, do nothing, you will not get results, or at least not get sufficient. All right. So it makes sense that like with every business, the more effort you put, the more wisdom that you exercise, the harder you learn about what you're doing and do it well, the better you will see results. But you have coaching, you have the presenters, you have, you know, the co-founders having their own Thursday meetings, they have their training. I mean, you're not left alone. You have so much stuff and help that you can get in LiveGood that you really cannot lose. All right. Having said so, I thank you very much for your participation and for your listening.